Tarzan 64. Phil Collins, you're the man. So, Tarzan for the Nintendo 64. A bunch of Tarzan video games were released following the Disney movie, most notably on PlayStation and Game Boy Color in 1999, and then its Nintendo 64 counterpart following in 2000. These games follow the same plot as the movie, and the player takes control of the legendary Tarzan as he learns the ropes of growing up in the jungle, defeating Saber the Leopard, and finally saving his home and friends from the evil hunter, Clayton. On the surface, it's your standard side-scrolling platformer, occasionally venturing into the foreground and background thanks to some creative camera angles and whatnot, achieved by the PS1 and N64's hardware capabilities. Tarzan can jump, swing on vines, and bounce on certain obstacles. Your standard attack is to throw a piece of fruit at enemies, which mostly consist of ornery jungle critters. It's a simple attack, but they give you the option of doing an overhand or underhand throw, and each have different angles. Considering the terrain curves up and down quite often, this was a welcome addition. If you pick up Tarzan's additional weapon, the knife, he can attack in more close quarters environments. But it doesn't seem to be much faster than the fruit toss. Your supply of fruit is infinite anyway, so it's really not that much better. I will, however, never tire of dispatching my opponents by poking them in the butt. Classic. All in all, the game delivers a fun experience. There were a few awkward camera angles and jumps, but despite the minor clunkiness, it's a fun game, and it gives you the Tarzan experience you likely seek, especially right after watching the movie. This being my favorite Disney movie, I had lots of fun playing the game, along with its Game Boy Color counterpart. I think you'd enjoy it too, if you like side-scrolling platformers anyway. And now it's time for the voiceover corner. I think it's time to talk about the voice cast of this game. You may think you know the voice cast for this game already, especially if you're a fan of the movie. However, as is custom for many games based on movies, the cast of Tarzan 64 is indeed slightly different from the movie. Oftentimes, the game studios won't get the full Hollywood cast for the game in order to cut costs, or sometimes the stars of the movie have other projects they're working on and can't record for the game, so other people are cast. This is also the same for some shows based on animated movies, as well as animated movie sequels, as you'll see from some of the cast members in this list. As a result, the cast of this game is mostly the same as the movie, but not everyone reprised their roles. And now, without further ado, here's the cast for Tarzan 64. Tarzan was voiced by Tony Goldwyn. Unfortunately, Tony never did any other voice work besides his performance in Tarzan, but I really am a fan of his performance. Part of the reason Tarzan is my favorite Disney movie is because I think Tarzan is a really cool protagonist, and this is largely due to Tony Goldwyn's characterization. He doesn't have many voiceover credits, but some of Tony's live-action appearances include Andrew from Divergent, Frank Gorin in Law & Order: Criminal Intent, and Colonel Bagley in 2003's The Last Samurai. Young Tarzan was voiced by Alex Linz. Young Tarzan also only has a few, if rather notable, voiceover credits. He was Arnold in Hey Arnold, and Franklin in The Wacky Adventures of Ronald McDonald. Clayton was voiced by Brian Blessed. Brian Blessed also voiced the Pirate King in Pirates: Band of Misfits. He was Boss Nass in Star Wars Episode I: The Phantom Menace. He was Judge Jawbreaker in Legends of Oz: Dorothy's Return. And he was Eduardo Enormomonster in Henry Hugglemonster. That's a mouthful. Here's where you'll start to notice a few changes in the cast. Jane Porter was voiced by Nia Kelly. Unfortunately, Nia Kelly doesn't have many voice credits to her name, much like both of the actors who played Tarzan, but Nia has done the voice of Jane in most of Tarzan's video game adaptations. Tantor the Elephant was voiced by Jim Cummings. Okay, here we go. While many of the previous voice talent for this game do not have many credited voiceover roles to their names, that I could find anyway, you are about to meet one of the most accomplished voice actors in the history of the craft. Among his over 900 roles, here are just a few of the roles that are credited to the legendary Jim Cummings. Jim Cummings was Honda Onaka in Star Wars Rebels and Star Wars The Clone Wars. He was Karu and the Fire Lion Turtle in The Legend of Korra. He was Taz in the Looney Tunes show. He was the Master of Games and Wildebeest in Teen Titans. He was Chief Gluteus in Ozzy and Drix, Pete in Disney's House of Mouse, Cat in Cat Dog, Aristotle in The Book of Virtues. He was Shocker in 1994's Spider-Man animated series. He was Dr. Robotnik in Sonic the Hedgehog's animated series in 1993, and he was also Darkwing Duck and Negaduck in Darkwing Duck. He was General Muoro in Hayao Miyazaki's Laputa, The Castle in the Sky, and most notably, he was Tigger and Winnie the Pooh in pretty much every Winnie the Pooh series, movie, or TV special. And that's not even counting the jillions of extras that he's voiced across dozens of TV series, movies, and video games. He is truly a legend. I'm a fan. Okay, so fun fact before we sally forth with the rest of this episode. Many of you may already know that Jeremy Irons did the voice of Scar in Disney's The Lion King. However, Jim Cummings made a short appearance here as well. Apparently, Jeremy Irons was having trouble with his voice after many long hours of recording dialogue for the movie, and he still had to sing Scar's Be Prepared song before wrapping up. He managed to sing most of the song before he was unable to continue, so Jim Cummings was called in to sing the rest, due to his uncanny ability to mimic other people's voices. If you listen carefully, about halfway through the song, you can tell that there is a slight difference in Scar's voice. It's actually Jim Cummings who sings the rest of the song.
I know it sounds sordid, but you'll be rewarded when at last I am given my dues. And injustice deliciously square. Be prepared. The king undisputed, respected, saluted, and seen for the wonder I am. Yes, my teeth and ambitions are bared. Be prepared. Yes, my teeth and ambitions are bared.
I never knew that until somebody told me, and was absolutely flabbergasted when I heard it for myself. Cool, huh? Boss Nass. Turk was voiced by Audrey Wazalewski, who also voiced the Tavern Keeper in Over the Garden Wall, Arlene in The Garfield Show, Tucker and like a bajillion robots in My Life as a Teenage Robot, Black Cat in Spider-Man Friend or Foe, Alex and Darcy in Fallout 4, and Hortensia in Epic Mickey 2, The Power of Two. Professor Porter was voiced by Val Betton. Val Betton also did the voice of the Sultan in Aladdin, Return of Jafar, and King of Thieves, along with the Aladdin 1994 TV show. He was Dr. Dawson in The Great Mouse Detective, and the Bishop who almost marries Fiona and Lord Farquaad in Shrek. Kerchak was voiced by Greg Berger. Greg Berger did the voice of Odie in The Garfield Show and just about every other Garfield animated show or special. He was Mysterio and Kraven in Spider-Man, the animated series, back in 1994. He was Grimlock, Longhaul, Jetfire, and a few others in 1984's Transformers. He was Captain Blue in Beautiful Joe. And he was Hunter the Cheetah in Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage, along with Ripto himself and countless extras, as well as in Spyro Year of the Dragon, both of which will always remain near and dear to my heart. Kala was voiced by Suzanne Blakesley. Suzanne Blakesley did the voice of Wanda, Timmy's mom, and H2 Olga in Fairly Odd Parents. She also did Sade in Green Lantern the Animated Series, Cruella de Vil in 101 Dalmatians 2, Patch's London Adventure, Maleficent in the Kingdom Hearts games, and Lady Tremaine in Cinderella 2, Dreams Come True. Oh look, a branch leading off the path. I'm free! Yeah, Really? Why? You were free, Tarzan! Home free! Home free.
Ah, that's better.
Is it really better, Tarzan? Did the bananas really make it better? Yeah. Yeah. Whatever you say, lady. Let's just get out of here and move on. Yeah, I thought that was Tarzan, not, The Exorcist, the video game for the N64. Jeez, Lou. Yeah, no, this makes sense. Yeah, remember in the movie when Tarzan fought valiantly and did nothing wrong, but Saber's avian comrade came to his rescue, and they were able to triumph over mankind once and for all? Yeah, good. Yeah, no, good times. Yeah, this is great. No, I like it. Yeah, good movie. Faithful adaptation. Man, I'm really getting the feel for this game. I mean, just look at me breeze through this level. I feel invincible. Alright, you overgrown feline or something like that. Bring it on, I'm ready.
With skills like that, you'll never learn to be one of us.
No. No, I'll prove to you that I can make you proud, Kerchak. Oh, the power to be strong,
Son of
and
man,
the wisdom to be wise.
Son of man,
All these things will come to you in time.
Son of man, Son of
And on
man,
this journey that you're making, there'll be answers that you seek.
Son of
For
man,
it's you who climb the mountain, it's you who reach the peak.
Son of man,
Son of man, look to the sky, lift your spirit, set it free. One day you'll walk tall with pride. Son of man, a man in time you'll be.
Son of man, Son of man, Son of man, Son of man.
Oh, there's no one there to guide you, no one to take your hand.
Son of
But
man,
with faith and understanding, you will journey from boy to man.
Son of man, Son of man,
Son of man, look to the sky, lift your spirit, set it free. One day you'll walk tall with pride. Son of man, a man in time you'll be. In learning you will teach,
Son of
and
man,
in teaching you will learn.
Son of
You'll
man,
find your place beside the ones you love.
Son of man,
Ooh, and in all the things you dreamed of, all the visions that you saw.
Son of
For the
man,
time is drawing near now, it's yours to claim it all.
Son of man,
Son of man, look to the sky, lift your spirit, set it free. One day you'll walk tall with pride. Son of man, a man in time you'll be.
With skills like that, you'll never learn to be one of us.
Huh. Well, what now? I really thought that would work. Well, I'm kind of hungry.